And now with more on Israeli President Herzog's U.S. visit, Professor Eytan Gilboa, expert on U.S.-Israel relations from Bar-Ilan University and research fellow at the Jerusalem Institute for Strategy and Security. Professor, it's great to have you back with us. Now let's start with Herzog's laser focus on getting the United States to turn further away from Iran. Is he barking up the wrong tree, though, by speaking with Blinken and Biden, etc.? Israel has, for a long time, been trying to sway the United States politics here, and it doesn't seem to have really affected that much.
Yes, there are some recent developments that are helping Israel. Number one, the riots and the demonstrations in Iran against women and students, which shows the ugly face of the Iranian extreme government. And secondly, the Iranian selling of drones to the Ukraine. These two developments have tarnished the image of Iran and the United States, and it will become politically almost impossible for both Biden and Blinken to push for that kind of nuclear agreement.
Still, doesn't it make more sense perhaps for Herzog to speak more with Congress than it does with the White House?
Not necessarily. We recall that back in 2015, when Obama signed the first nuclear agreement with Iran, he refused. He did not submit the agreement to congressional ratification. So basically, Biden and Blinken could bypass the Congress again. But since we are just a few days before the midterm elections, this becomes a very difficult challenge for the administration to go ahead with another nuclear agreement with Iran at this time. And Herzog is telling both Biden and Blinken that nobody should believe Iran. Iran has denied denied any selling of drones, attack drones to Russia. We know that this is a complete lie. So Israel is telling the United States we can never trust or believe anything that Iran does, especially on the nuclear weapons program, where they have been lying for years.
All right, now moving away from Iran, the United States has seemingly been much more concerned with the escalations between Israel and the Palestinian militant groups in the West Bank and Gaza. Antony Blinken calling for all parties to de-escalate. Why is the White House equivocating between the IDF and terror groups like Islamic Jihad, the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigade, and most recently, the Lion's Den?
That's a good question, but this is not new. The United States is quite concerned with the rise in violence in the West Bank. I think they understand that Israel has no choice but to use force against those terrorist groups in Nablus and Jenin, who have been carried out terrorist incidents in Jerusalem and the entire West Bank. But still, they want to appear as more neutral, and so they call upon the two sides to be more restrained in their operations. But I think that Herzog will do well by telling the president and Blinken there is a major difference between terrorist attacks and Israel's defensive measures against them.
All right, now President Herzog and American officials are also reaffirming the commitment to one another. But Israel has elections coming up next week, and historically, the Democratic Party, including Presidents Clinton and Obama, funneled funding to try and oust Netanyahu from the prime minister's office. Bibi even spoke about this during a recent interview and in his new memoir. Do you think that the Biden administration might follow suit, might make a similar effort to keep Lapid in office?
Yes, I think this is no secret that the Biden administration would like to see a government of national unity in Israel, of the kind that has been existing in the last year or so. They don't want to see a full right national government headed by Netanyahu with extreme right participants in his coalition, like the religious Zionist and Jewish power. And I think the whole visit is closely related to the elections, both in Israel and the United States. Biden wants to tell pro-Israel voters in congressional elections that he can do as good as Trump in helping Israel. And the example is going to be the agreement with Lebanon to be signed, expected to be signed tomorrow.
All right, Professor Gilboa, thank you so much again for joining us.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, it's Emmanuel Kadosh. I wanted to invite you all to subscribe to ILTV Plus, where you can find our daily news and updates about Israel. And not only that, but live feeds, entertainment, our kosher food show, and so much more. Needless to say, your subscription to ILTV Plus helps us grow and create more content while also supporting the state of Israel. Our app is available on all platforms and devices, so I'll see you guys there.